Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Chai in India, a cultural staple, its history, varieties, and health benefits. Chai isn't just a drink in India, it's a way of life. From crowded streets to quiet homes, this spiced tea is everywhere, connecting people across cultures and generations. Whether it's a refreshing break or the start of a conversation, chai holds a special place in daily routines. Its rich history, countless variations, and health benefits make it more than just a beverage, it's a tradition. History of chai. Chai has become a cornerstone of Indian culture, but its journey began centuries ago with unexpected twists. The transformation of this drink, from its colonial introduction to becoming an intrinsic part of India's identity, is nothing short of fascinating. Introduction of tea to India. Tea wasn't native to India. Its arrival only dates back to the 19th century during British colonial rule. At the time, the British were competing with China, then the world's largest tea producer. To break China's monopoly, the British East India Company began cultivating tea in India, particularly in Assam. They introduced tea plantations on a massive scale, hoping to replicate the success they'd enjoyed with Chinese tea. Initially, tea was marketed to the British elite in India. It wasn't a drink for the masses, as it was considered more of a luxury. Early attempts to encourage Indians to adopt tea met with little enthusiasm. Why? For most Indians, it was just an unfamiliar, foreign beverage, and its plain taste didn't fit the local palate. Evolution of chai in India. From these modest beginnings, chai began to evolve. Indians didn't simply adopt the British way of drinking tea, they transformed it entirely, creating something uniquely their own. Traditional Indian spices like cardamom, ginger, cloves, and cinnamon were added alongside milk and sugar. This wasn't just tea anymore, it was chai, a drink that offered bold flavors and a comforting warmth. By the early 20th century, chai had gained popularity among workers, thanks to its affordability and the energy boost it provided during long labor hours. Chai vendors, or showwallas, began popping up near factories, railway stations and markets. They served steaming cups of spiced tea, often in small clay cups called kulhads, which were biodegradable and added an earthy aroma to the drink. In post-independence India, chai cemented its place as a social glue. Families made it at home, officers brewed endless pots to power meetings, and street vendors perfected recipes to draw customers. Today, chai transcends boundaries of class, region, and religion. It's served everywhere from roadside stalls to fancy cafes, but the essence remains the same, a drink that brings people together. Ingredients of traditional chai. Understanding the ingredients of traditional chai is key to appreciating this beloved beverage. Each component plays a crucial role, harmonizing flavors and textures to create the perfect cup. Let's break down the essential elements that make chai so special. Tea leaves. The foundation of any good chai is the tea leaves. Several types are commonly used, each lending a distinct flavor. Assam tea, the strong and malty tea, is often the go-to choice for chai. Its robust profile pairs well with spices and milk. Darjeeling tea, known as the champagne of teas, this variety offers a more delicate and floral flavor. While less common in chai, it can add a unique twist. Masala chai blends. Many chai makers opt for pre-packaged masala blends, which combine different teas and spices. These are convenient for quick preparation. Selecting the right tea leaves is vital, as they set the stage for the entire drink's flavor profile. Spices. Spices are where the magic happens in chai, transforming a simple tea into a fragrant experience. Some of the most popular spices include ginger, adds warmth and a zesty kick. Fresh ginger is preferred for its vibrant flavor. Cardamom, often referred to as the queen of spices, cardamom brings a sweet and aromatic quality to the mix. It's commonly crushed before adding to enhance its flavor. Cinnamon, the spice imparts a warm and sweet note, balancing the stronger flavors of tea and ginger. Cloves, These tiny powerhouses offer a rich, slightly sweet taste that complements other spices. Black pepper, used sparingly, pepper adds a hint of heat and depth, making the chai even more intriguing. Mixing and matching these spices allows for endless variations, each inviting you to explore new flavors. Milk and sweeteners. The choice of milk and sweeteners significantly influences the final taste and texture of chai. Here's what to consider. Milk. Whole milk is the traditional choice, providing creaminess that softens the spices in tea. However, you can use alternatives like almond or oat milk for a different flavor. The key is to strike a balance between milk and tea that suits your taste. Sweeteners. Sugar is commonly used, but jaggery, a traditional unrefined sugar, adds a deeper, caramel-like sweetness that's popular in many households. Honey and agave syrup are also great alternatives for those seeking different flavors or natural options. The proper balance of milk and sweeteners can elevate your chai from good to exceptional, creating a comforting drink that you can savor. With these ingredients in mind, you're well on your way to brewing a delightful cup of traditional chai. Preparing chai. Making traditional chai is a labor of love that combines aromatic spices, rich tea, and creamy milk in a process that's both simple and satisfying. Each step holds the promise of a comforting cup that can brighten anyone's day. Here's how to prepare this beloved beverage. Boiling water and tea leaves. Start by bringing a pot of water to a rolling boil. Use about 1 cup of water for every cup of chai you want to make. Once the water is bubbling, add your chosen tea leaves. If using loose tea, 1 teaspoon per cup is ideal, while pre-packaged tea bags can work just as well. Allow the tea to simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes. During this time, the flavor will extract into the water, creating a strong base for your chai. The longer you brew, the bolder the flavor will be. Once you've achieved your desired strength, it's time for the next step. Adding spices and milk. This is where the magic of chai truly begins. Choose your favorite spices, such as ginger, cardamom, cinnamon, and cloves. You can use fresh or dried spices, depending on what you have on hand. Add the spices to the boiling tea after the initial steeping. A good rule of thumb is to use 1 or 2 whole cardamom pods and a small piece of fresh ginger for each cup of chai. Now, it's time to pour in the milk. Traditional chai usually uses whole milk, but feel free to switch it up with almond or oat milk if you prefer. Use an equal ratio of tea to milk or adjust it to your liking. Stir gently and bring the mixture back to a boil. Watch as the colors blend, and the aroma fills your kitchen. Allow it to simmer for a few more minutes, letting the spices infuse their warmth into the tea. That's it for part 1. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll take you through the process of making the perfect cup of chai, Indian style. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.